Alright, how's it going, everybody? This is Ismortah, and during my Saturday 6 p.m. board game stream, lots of light, I'm going to be showing you some Star Wars Armada. This is the Venator class Star Destroyer. This is something I had really wanted to get when it first came out, and I missed it. It got reprinted finally, so I'm glad to be able to show this now to you. And this could be an unboxing video, so I'm not going to the min-max, what you can do with the ship and add it to squadrons. I might do that in a later stream, as well as a later stream showing you my entire collection. As you probably know, when you heard a couple months ago, there are not going to be future new ships for Star Wars Armada, so this is it. And this is really the last ship that I wanted to get my hands on. So, definitely... I'm going to be showing you what's in the box, what it's all about, get some good shots of the model, and be sure if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe here on twitch.tv/Ismortah. YouTube videos will be available here as well as on YouTube in 24 hours. YouTube, you can find them on Shadow Balance Games, and updates to the schedule and content weekly you can see on Twitter at Shadow Balance. Alright, so let's get this party started. So I have already partially opened this because I started to stream this a little while ago and the camera was kind of bad with the zoom. And so you couldn't see the cards getting red. So, but yeah, unboxing, I just got all of the stuff out of the box. Now we'll see what's all in it. So you got your ship. Looks like we got some cards. We got some plastic. We got some tokens, and of course, rules and maybe some scenario stuff. We'll see. So, let me get the chats up and get this going for you. Let's see what's in it. Alright, so, again, and I say this every time when I open stuff for Armada or X-Wing, I really recommend keeping the hard plastic unless you have a really good storage solution, because it actually is. Like this cardboard crap, no, but this is hard plastic. This is my kitty Zaire. He's going to help inspect what's going on here today. But yeah, like if you have like a foam or memory foam, the gray foam, that's great for keeping all the pieces together, but then you still want a solution that's hard, that's stopped from outside crushing, so you have like transporting, you have luggage and other boxes slamming into it. So I recommend like either doing that and then getting like a game shell from GameGenic or something of that effect, or putting in luggage that, you know, that's a hard case, or just use this because it's a great solution. You can't get to it. It keeps the dirt off and the whole 9 yards. Alright, so this baby out, which I already loosened it some. Alright, so again, this is the Venator class Star Destroyer, which is a like smaller version of the Star Destroyer, and I believe in the episode 2 as well as in Star Wars Rebels, you saw famously 2 of these getting flown at the same time. I only got 1, this is for my collection, but who knows? If I like it for my builds, maybe I will get 2. We'll see. So let me show you some cool shots of this at first. Oh yeah, the zoom. This is the zoom that I wanted. Great. Show you a couple different shots. Get a good view of it. You can see the paint job is well done. The only paint job, famously, I'd say, is like bad. Like, it's one thing, like, if it looks a little dirty from the wash or something, or you see, like, looks like particles, because that shows, like, wear and tear. But if you see just, like, lines of paint going past where they should, that's just an eyesore. This looks pretty boss. Pretty boss. So yeah, so Venator class Star Destroyer. Here's Hangar Bay, in case I didn't get a good close in for you. Pretty cool. I like it. And the shape of it with the big engines, it almost looks like a starfighter you saw like in a classic video game, like Life Force or something. Pretty cool. So I'll just set this baby up so you can see it and show you some other stuff. All right, so up next, I'm going to show you some of the cards. Well, not some of the cards, all the cards. I'm not going to go through the meta of what you can use things for, because A, I don't know it, and B, the purpose of the video is just unboxing. But I will show you each of the cards to the screen. I'm not going to read through them, just so you know what's in the box. I'll just talk about a few things. So first, I'll show you the different ship builds you can do. This is the Venator 1 class Star Destroyer, and you see what's cool about this is it has really awesome anti-squadron, having 2 blue. And it has 3 command, 3 squadron, which is pretty good, and 4 engineering. So even though you compare this like to a Star Destroyer Classic Imperial, it has way less hit points looking at the hull. It has really good engineering and really good anti-squadron. And its punch in the front is actually pretty decent too, having 3 red and 3 black. But because that's 3 black, you really want to get danger close and ram opponents with your ship. That way you can use your torpedo weapons, which is black. Red, in case you didn't know, is lasers. Blue being ion weapons. What's up, Knackers? Yeah, anti-fighter faux show. Next up I have is the Venator 2 class Star Destroyer build. This one's interesting because it has worse anti-fighter barrage, a blue and a black, so 2 blue, but it's 5 squadrons. 5 compared to 3. This thing is a straight carrier. That is insane. And its weapons are a little bit better with the 2 blue, but it's kind of like, meh, you want to ram the ship anyway. But man, 5 squadrons, that is crazy. So I would say like it's worth getting the points if you're going squadron. If you're not going squadron, I don't think it's necessarily worth the upgrade. Whereas, you know, you can have... You can just get danger close and then have better anti-fighter barrage. So, my 2 cents. All right, so now I'll show you the different titles you can get. Looks like there's 3 different ones. Here we have the Resolute. I'll just let you take a look at it. I'm not going to read through these because they're pretty wordy. This way you can pause the screen afterwards and look at your leisure. Each of them are. We have Triumphant. And again, these are titles. So you can have multiple ships of the same type in battle, but each one you can only have 1 of each title. And you can only have 1 title per ship. So you see like the black dot. Then we have Tranquility. All right. Now we have the upgrades, which include personnel, shields, weapons, commanders. So it looks like there's 2 commanders. And I think these are the 2 commanders, I believe, from Rebels, so I'm told. So we'll see here. So here we have Luminara Ondoli, commander. It's this one I'll rate just because you do build fleets around commanders. When a friendly ship or unique squadron is defending, after the spend defense token step, if it spent fewer than 2 defense tokens, it may either ready one of its defense tokens if it did not spend, or choose another friendly ship it doesn't 1 to 5 and ready one of the ship's defense tokens. So really what this allows you to do is have more times you can use defense tokens if you don't blow a whole bunch at one time with a ship. So if a ship's using 1 defense token per engagement with a ship, then cool, then you have more opportunities they can ready, meaning that it's another opportunity for you to use that defensive system. So it's a defensive commander. And here we have Plucoon. I believe this is a Jedi. Actually, I think they're both Jedi. I know Plu is, because I remember him getting killed in the Starfighter in Order 66. Anyway, while a friendly squadron is attacking a ship that is at distance 1 to 3 of a friendly ship, that attacker may add 1 blue set to a target icon. I forget what the name of that is because I haven't played this game so long. To its attack pool. That die cannot be re-rolled or changed. Friendly squadrons without Adept gain grit while they're at distance 1 of a friendly squadron with Adept. So this guy allows you to have better squadrons you're attacking with, whereas she allows your fleet to live a little bit longer. So like definitely if you're like say if you're going like fucking Victory 2. Venator 2 class Star Destroyer, Plu would be a good one to use just because you'll have more benefit of having a lot of squadrons. They'll be hard to hit, and you have so many swarming. Now we're looking at personnel. Here we have Ashoka Tano, everyone's favorite, I guess minus Yoda, favorite Jedi during the Clone Wars. Right. Baris Afi, probably butchering that. I think we do need a little bit more lighter. Lighting is so strange. There we go. That's better. Clone Commander Wolf. Or is it Boba Fett? It's Boba Blood. Again, this is personnel. Now we have shields. We have 2 thermal shields. That's cool. I like the art for that. 2 of those. Then we have hot landing. Looks like it's the way you get raid tokens. And what raid token, what that implies is you boarding another ship to do nasty stuff to the ship. Flat guns. Ooh, well, yeah, I gotta get some flat. Got 2 of those. And again, these upgrades that you see, unless it says you can only use it on a particular ship, you can use it for any faction. So if I want to have flat guns on my carrier with the Imperials, that would be great because that's a great anti-squadron ship sort of thing. Upgrades can go all the way across the board. It's really just the titles and certain personnel may only be actually work with certain ships. SPHAT. They look like drones, maybe? DBY 827 heavy turbo lasers. Pew pew. You want some pew pew? Here's some pew pew. You got 2 pew pew. This allows you to turn stuff into a crit. It's only 3 points. It's probably pretty good. That's because it's cheap. And that is all of the cards. All right, so now show you, well, I'm not gonna get out, but yes, you get plastic, great, whatever, you know, the stand and whatnot. If you notice famously in all of the Clone Wars expansions, you notice you don't get a lot of the extra plastic. That's because you actually get that plastic in the core set. So if you're looking for like maneuver dials, or what speed you're going, because you only use a certain number of those max in a squadron, in a fleet, that's why you get them all in the core set. So what you get is just auxiliary stuff you need to field this thing in particular, which you just need the stand for the ship and its own cards. command dials and the speed dials. You can go with anything, and you only need a certain amount, which is probably why they do that. Save cost for manufacturing. Here we have a whole bunch of tokens. I'm not gonna get it out because it'll spill out, but here's both sides of it. But like I said, I'll do a video in the future this month, most likely, to show you my complete collection of what I have for each. Cards, ships, stuff you can choose from. So that is everything that comes in the box. So it looks like there's some cool upgrades. I'll have to see the minutia again for these different abilities, how these could work with certain ships and with certain other upgrades to min-max. You know, like if you're going for builds that you have a ship that can tank, whereas you have other ships that they go for the punch, like a squadron ship, and then you have a tank that just get the blows by getting in front of guns or something like that. But yeah, this Venator looks like it's pretty cool. Like I said, I think I most likely would do the 5 squadron, just because I actually got 2 core of each faction. So I actually have a ton of squadrons, so it'd be cool just to field them, get them in play, and have one ship that can command all of them in one command, instead of having to wait multiple turns to field all the squadrons. So you can just rush and go pew-pew. Especially if you do a squadron command. Excellent. Well, that, again, is the Venator class Star Destroyer, coming to wreck face near you. Like I said, this is the last ship that I'm getting for this, unless I get some duplicates. But I'll show you a stream soon of what all the cool stuff you can choose from. Well, thanks for watching. Again, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. This is Ismortah. Catch you next time. Oh, wait, no. PSS, don't leave just yet. Forgot to check out what's in here. I knew I forgot something. Hang with me. All right, so there are new rules. There's ignition attacks. This was first announced during the super weapons ships that came out last for the Imperials and the Rebellion. So that's interesting if this actually has an ignition weapon, which it looks like it does. So I have to see what cards that's referring to. And they may have changed some rules as far as squadrons and upgrade card traits. I'll have to read through that minutia, but I'll have it here so you can check out as well. These are the rules changes. So does this actually have an ignition weapon? No shit. Oh. It was the SPHAT upgrade. Let's take a look at that right quick, just because, wow, they gave this an ignition weapon, which is basically the equivalent of a super weapon. So like having a super laser on a dreadnought, for example, or the Nadiri Starhawk having the tractor beam weapon. Those are ignition weapons. Wow, I had no idea. Holy shit. Oh, it's not drones. I just saw what looked like drones because of the look of the ship. It's a laser getting shot out of the hull, out of the hangar bay at another ship. See that? It's a laser coming from the hangar bay at the bottom of the ship. Holy fuck. What? We gotta take a look at it right quick. Modification, Star Destroyer only. So see, this weapon can go on any Star Destroyer. It could go on this one or any of the Imperial ships. So that's pretty crazy. It says you decrease your squadron value by 2. And if this is ignition close, I'm just checking right quick to see if there's ignition weapons. What the fuck? This is why you gotta read the cards, man. I want super weapons. Okay, it says here, each of your front, left, or right firing arcs is also a special firing arc. because you have a different targeting, like if you saw when I'm pulling this up, for the ignition weapon. You have a special battery armament of 5 blue dice and 1 black die. Oh shit! So that's why on the Venator 2, why you want to have those blue, because if you do that in conjunction with your ignition weapon, that could be 7 blue dice. Holy fuck, man! Venator 2 is the creme brulee. And it says after you place your targeting token, exhaust this card. While this card is exhausted, you cannot place targeting tokens. Wow, that is pretty crazy. So basically, and this decreases your squadron value by 2. So if you put it on a Victory 2, I don't keep calling it Victory 2 because that's a V. If you put it on the Venator 2, it's either I would rock not having it and do a squadron ship that you have 5 squadrons with 1 squadron token. Command, I mean. Or you say fuck squadrons and set squadron value is only 3, which is still decent. And then you have your super weapon. Because it's taking up the deployment of your hangar to shoot this weapon. It's wow, I had no idea. That's cool. Shields, super weapons, have Jedi rating on top of a ship. Man, that's a flak. Kill squadrons, and then your turbo lasers just kill the enemy fleet. Man, that's some cool shit. They done chicken right. Okay, so now that's officially everything. I just don't want to make sure I didn't show you what was changed, and apparently we almost missed the super weapon. So yes, believe in the heart of the super weapon. Again, all right. Thanks for watching. Pew pew. I'll catch you next time.